Today we will be watching the stocks which has made an impact in the stock market. Elgi Equipments Limited had 29.22 lakh shares traded on the NSE around 2 pm, a 10.06-fold increase over the 2-week average daily volume of 2.90 lakh shares. The stock increased 10.51% to 380 rupees and 25 paise. In the previous session, 3.65 lakh shares were traded. Astrazeneca Pharma India Limited had 38,015 shares traded on the NSE around 2 pm, an increase of 8.07 times the 2-week average daily volume of 4,713 shares. The stock increased by 6.05% to 2,908 rupees. The previous session saw 3,491 shares traded. Jyothy Labs Ltd had 17.52 lakh shares traded on the NSE around 2 pm, a 5.3-fold increase over the previous 2-week average daily volume of 3.31 lakh shares. The share price rose 2.19% to 153 rupees and 90 paise. The previous session saw 1.19 lakh shares traded. Indian Overseas Bank had 83.96 lakh shares traded on the NSE, a 4.61-fold increase over the previous 2-week average daily volume of 18.21 lakh shares. The stock increased by 3.45% to 18 rupees. In the previous session, 43 lakh shares were traded. The Central Bank of India had 75.8 lakh shares traded on the NSE around 2 pm, a 4.28-fold increase over the 2-week average daily volume of 17.71 lakh shares. The stock increased by 1.68% to 18 rupees and 15 paise. The previous session's volume was 29.02 lakh shares. Mindtree Ltd fell for the 5th consecutive session today. Around 2 pm on the NSE, the stock was trading at 2,857 rupees and 75 paise, down 0.14% on the day. Mindtree Ltd has dropped approximately 6.99% in the last month. Today's volume in the stock was 2.94 lakh shares compared to a daily average of 5.22 lakh shares in the previous month. Mphasis Ltd is down for the 5th session in a row today. Around 2 pm on the NSE, the stock was trading at 2,198 rupees and 55 paise, down 1.36% on the day. Today's volume in the stock was 3.29 lakh shares compared to a daily average of 5.27 lakh shares in the previous month. Aurobindo Pharma Ltd gained for the 3rd day in a row today. The stock is currently trading at 542 rupees, up 2.41% on the day. Around 2 pm on the NSE, Aurobindo Pharma Ltd has gained approximately 3.73% in the last month. The stock traded 9.85 lakh shares today, compared to a daily average of 16.63 lakh shares in the previous month. Today marks the 3rd consecutive session for Godrej Consumer Products Ltd. Around 2 pm on the NSE, the stock was trading at 832 rupees and 70 paise, up 2.43% on the day. Godrej Consumer Products Ltd has increased by 9.54% in the last month. Today's volume in the stock was 15.47 lakh shares, compared to a daily average of 12.16 lakh shares in the previous month. Bajaj Finserv Ltd rose for the 3rd time in a row. Around 2 pm on the NSE, the stock was trading at 11,689 rupees and 25 paise, up 2.64% on the day. Bajaj Finserv Ltd has dropped 6.61% in the last month. Today's volume in the stock was 2.52 lakh shares, compared to a daily average of 3.26 lakh shares in the previous month. SBI Cards and Payment Services Ltd gained for the 3rd day in a row today. Around 2 pm on the NSE, the stock was trading at 820 rupees and 25 paise, up 4.36% on the day. SBI Cards and Payment Services Ltd has gained about 6% in the last month. Today's volume in the stock was 20.01 lakh shares compared to a daily average of 14.14 lakh shares in the previous month.